Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of a fun and light, less drunk, of the Beginner's Guide. I don't know why this game is hitting me so hard. I think it's because I've struggled with the desire to be a creative person. Someone who makes things. The reason, and this is in my fact, the reason I call myself Quill18, this is way back to my teenage years, a long time ago. I fancied myself a writer at the time. I thought I would be a writer. And then, after that, and I was always into computers, though. And of course, by the time that I was this age, of course I would have finished and published a computer game. Many times my New Year's resolution was to have finished and created and published a computer game and make $1. That was my goal, actually. 3 years ago, I think that was my resolution. So by the end of this year, I will publish a computer game and sell at least one copy for $1 and call myself a professional video game developer. That was it. $1. How hard could that be? I finished games now. I remember finishing my first Let 'Em Dare game. And being so incredibly pleased. It was a very simple game. Although, still one of my favorites, honestly. Out of 11, 12 Let 'Em Dares now that I've done, that first one, Paper Town, is potentially one of my favorites still. And, I was so pleased because I finished the game. 48 hours forces you to do it, and I finished the game for the first time in my life. For the first time, I don't know. Let's see. First Let 'Em Dare, probably 12 times. There's 3 a year, so 4 years ago. So I was 32 years old. Yeah, I'm old. And I finally, for the first time in my life, officially finished the game. And I'm always worried that I'm not going to do another one. I'm not going to be able to finish another Let 'Em Dare. I'm not going to be able to ever do something good again in my entire life. And I think this is some of that feel that this game is expressing. It's a combination of depression and isolationism and having to run away from people, and also worrying that you've just run out of all your creativity. Anyway, let's have another drink and keep going. Now that I'm in my Doctor Who housecoat. Quill18 by night. Ma'am! Glad to see you've arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin interrogating whenever you like. I intend to be quiet. After all, it is the whisper machine. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing you should know about the machine. It calls itself Kota. Hello, Kota.
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped. Your work was keeping us alive. It's only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. So here's what used to happen. You need to go out to the people who are out there and apologize to them. No? Nothing? Alright then, I will speak to them for you. Hello. My followers. Falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. I can't speak. We need to find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Let us show it that we are not failures. Follow me, we will destroy the machine. We're on stage again. It's the gun from the first one, the first game. Ooh. Oh my god.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Kota's stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very
Kota's
negative
a
effect
she.
on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Kota to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for it? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral?
Yeah,
Would it
let's
give
flipping him up
confidence
to
in
like
himself? Would it
Steam
bring
and YouTube
meaning back
comments.
into his
That's
work?
gonna be good for him. Ah!
So I started showing Kota's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Can't do anything. I can't move. What happens when I click?
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy. So anyway, Kota finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Kota's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Kota ever made. So let's take a look. And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Kota's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
You know, we're all of us are very egotistical and selfish and self-conscious and internal and everything like that. And I'm playing this and I'm like, God, it feels like this game is about me in so many ways.
Has a maze in it.
Clearly, other people feel the same way. Oh,
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible.
that does make
And
it
then
harder.
every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Let's try this a little bit. It's too far. Somewhere like here, then to there, but then stop and go. Nah, fuck it. Oh, but you want to show me the maze? Is there really a maze? Or is it just a giant square of not going anywhere? You're lying to me, there's not really a maze here. You're lying to me and that makes me very mad. Ah! Bastard. Let's have more wine. Not that much left. Oh, I'm gonna fall off and die again.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
It's not a real maze. You lied to me. This is interesting.
The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Kota has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
$15, 16, 17, 18. Alright, fine. I wonder if that represents something. Probably does. God damn, I was pretty fucking close. In a sense. There you go. I like falling down things like that.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first two challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Kota cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door
I know.
for you, so let me do that.
You know, the whole reason I decided to play this game as a Let's Drunk is because I figured it was going to be silly and goofy and stuff like the Stanley Parable. I didn't expect this.
Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why.
Welcome to my life.
I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean.
Yeah!
And he wouldn't.
I keep trying to click on those like they're a button on the wall. Still not convinced this game is actually good for me.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped.
We all need that
left.
sometime.
And it felt somehow like I had failed. Where did I screw up?
Dude. Dude. Don't do that to me.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
There's like that little museum fencing stuff. Doesn't actually protect the painting. Just a little reminder of like, please don't step any closer than this. Try not to touch anything. Fucking hell. Doesn't actually protect it, but just asks you don't come close. Don't touch it.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
wonder at times whether you think I'm making these games for you.
And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally, for a moment while I had that, I liked myself.
You've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere, hidden between games. If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe. And here we are playing his frickin' game because it's being shown to us. Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them? But the narrator said the lampposts were in there. They were an end. They had to be there or something. Fuck, I gotta replay this game.
And then you stopped. And I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
When I'm around you, I feel physically ill. You desperately need something, and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks, and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
Yeah, everyone does that. When you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry.
Aren't you doing just the exact opposite of what he asked you?
If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Dude. I'm not okay. Nice marble texture.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
Yeah, buddy? Try being a Let's Player.
Solution.
How does that fucking work? Cool.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
I don't understand what this game is about.
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
Is it about game design? Is it about depression? I don't know. What's with all the dirt or sand or whatever's going on in here? Also, the darkness.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually
Try being a YouTuber!
cannot conceive of what that would be like.
Oh. And a game developer. Or a wannabe game developer in my situation. This looks very cool. I like this. Did you guys ever watch the TV show Northern Exposure? It's one of my favorite TV shows of all time. It's hard to explain. It's sort of about like a New York doctor who sort of gets sort of suckered, like, to pay off medical bills to go and be the doctor in a very, very tiny town in very rural northern Alaska. There's all sorts of stuff. There's this one episode where this like native guy who's sort of training to be a shaman. It's a long story, but he has to fight someone's external validation demon.
What now?
External validation is a bitch.
I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna Okay.
I like how there's seams. I like how that was left in. You know? You could fix that pretty easily. But it's being left in explicitly. I don't understand. Was this supposed to be one of the levels Kota made? Or is this supposed to be the narrator's level? This is cool. I like this. Whoa, elevator going up. I'm not sure what's supposed to happen anymore. But it's pretty. I mean, it's simple, low polygon, but that's okay. Reminds me of so many games that I played growing up. The sound design in this game is exceptional. I mean, there's intentionally sort of lo-fi graphics, but the sound? Exquisite. Throughout. Oh, it's the whisper thing again. What does it mean? I still don't understand. Oh, the lighting is gorgeous. So we're back here. Man, there's some nice lighting effects in this engine. Am I gonna rise above it all? I don't... There's so many things I don't understand. There's so many things that this... It's not a game. It's not a game. This is not a game. I mean, it's made with a game engine and standard gaming conventions. But I mean, it doesn't really have a victory or a loss condition. It's a story. It's something that's made to make you feel something. I'm sure everyone's going to take something different away from this. Different interpretation, different parts that they sort of resonate with. But as someone who's always struggled with, all kinds of things with depression and also an urge to be creative and then sort of failing to be creative, feeling that way and searching for that external validation and all sorts of things. Damn, man. I'm happy this exists because gaming is awesome, and gaming is culturally significant. Gaming is a bigger industry than Hollywood is. And we talk about how, a movie can make you feel in all kinds of different ways. And gaming is starting to really, well, not starting, it's done it for a very long time, but might start to be recognized for really giving you the ability to feel something and note something. And I don't know what the beginner's guide is supposed to be. I don't know what the title means still. And I'm sorry if by watching this you guys have been, you weren't able to sort of experience this on your own, and maybe now you won't buy it. Maybe now I've denied the game creator money because I've shown the whole game. But I don't know, maybe you can encourage someone else to play it. I mean, I know that the Stanley Parable made, plenty of sales and plenty of money, so maybe it's okay. I'll see you next time, folks. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.